Hello, YouTube friends. It's Dale. How's everybody this morning? I just thought I would come on and do a really quick little video. And there's a few things that I want to tell you about, some things that I have coming up on this YouTube channel, and a few things that I want to explain a little bit. Anyway, I'll just get going. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's staying healthy and well and safe. We're having snow this morning. Actually, it snowed overnight, and this morning when I went to my little job at the post office, my husband came along with me and he had to do some shoveling. So I guess this is going to be the way it's going to be now for the next 5-6 months here in Manitoba. That's kind of the norm for us. So it's not cold though. It's quite warm. It's 0 degrees Celsius. So it's just a wet kind of snow, and I'm sure that it won't last because next week we are actually supposed to have some nice warm temperatures again. Up to about 12-15 centimeters, or I mean centigrade. So we will Celsius, not centigrade. So the snow will be gone, and we'll have some few nice days, I hope. We ordered new windows for our living room and our dining room. They're huge, big picture windows. And we ordered them like 10 weeks ago, and they were supposed to be ready 8 to 10 weeks from the time we ordered them. So we are expecting a call any day to have these windows installed. And I'm just, crossing my fingers that it's going to be next week when it's not so cold, because, when you've got the heat on and they've got nothing in the those big gapping holes where the windows used to be, it's going to be quite cool in the house otherwise. So here's hoping that we get a call and they will do it next week when it's a little bit warmer. So all of that aside, I just wanted to come on and tell you a few things, ideas, or not actually ideas, plans that I have for this channel for Advent. I decided that, when you're a child, you get all excited because you get the Advent calendar and you get to open a door every morning before school and eat that piece of chocolate, and such a big deal. Well, I'm not going to have an Advent calendar. I don't need the chocolate, obviously. So I just thought that I would do sort of an Advent calendar online with you. And every day I would come on and I would do a vlog or a podcast, whatever you want to. Actually, I've come up with a good name for what I do. It's not a vlog always, and it's not always a podcast. I think it should be called a PLOG, podcast, vlog. Anyway, I digress. I would come on every day and do something to do with Advent, Christmas, in preparation for Christmas kind of thing. So there will be some crafts. I'll share some crafts with some maybe tutorials, certainly some patterns. Maybe we'll do a little baking or cooking in the kitchen. Lots of stories. I'm also a writer, and I have written a lot of stories and a lot of poems about a lot of things, Christmas being one of them. So I will share some of those with you. Music for sure. I'm also a music teacher. I'm a piano teacher and an organ teacher. And I have been unable to teach my students since the pandemic began, and I'm really missing my kids. I really am. So I thought I would maybe perform for you, entertain you, play you some Christmas songs, some carols, some popular songs, all to do with Advent and Christmas. So perhaps I will do a half an hour of just playing, and you can take your knitting or your crocheting and sit down with a cup of coffee and just listen to me while you spend a half an hour relaxing, doing what you want to do. Those are just some ideas. Also, what else am I going to do? We'll do some decorating. Maybe we'll put the tree up together. I have a dollhouse that I decorate for Christmas, and I think we could do that together. It'd be kind of fun. There's lots of different things. I have some Victorian things that I would like to do with you. They are very simple things. You could actually do them with your children or your grandchildren at some point if you want to. So yeah, I thought it would be kind of nice. So what I've done, this Advent series is going to be very attached to my blog. I've been blogging for years, 15, I don't know, 15, 16 years or so. I have a very, very large blog. See, now I want to call it a vlog, but it's not, it's a blog. And I always put my blog address in the description below on these videos. But also, if you go on my channel, you know the little picture across the top, there is a permanent link to my blog, Erndales and More, right in the corner of that picture. So you can click on that at any time. And also, if you're on Facebook, you know, if you don't want to go on my blog from a description below or a link on my picture, I have a Facebook page called Erndales, Erndales. And I always post my blog on there as well. So you can find that blog in a lot of different ways. And it's actually, I'm quite proud of it. There's lots and lots of stuff on there. And I have I'm also a writer, and I have one of my books on there. I have lots of my poems. I have lots of recipes, lots of stories, lots of pictures, do a lot of photography, crafts. I mean, I'm pretty proud of that blog. So do go and check it out if you want to. I mean, there's lots of stuff on there. But I think getting back to why I'm telling you about the blog, every week, the day before, like say maybe on a Sunday before the week of Advent, because there's 4 weeks, I will put the schedule on my blog of what I'm going to be doing every day. So you can go on the blog and you can look and you can say, oh, okay, she's going to do a pomander today. I want to do that. And if I'm going to be doing a pattern with you or a tutorial that you need a pattern, I will post that pattern on my vlog a couple of days prior to us doing the tutorial. That way you can knit along or crochet along or whatever along that we're going to be doing. So I just wanted to kind of clue you into the blog is going to be sort of attached to the videos for your convenience, and also pretty much for mine too, so I can kind of keep my mind focused on where I'm going with all of this. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the blog since I've been talking about it. I started it 15, 16 years ago. I can't remember quite when it was, but I started it when my husband and I were taking a trip down to the States to see his mom. She had been put into a nursing home, and we decided that she was failing quite a bit, so we wanted to see her. But at the time, my husband was declared blind. He couldn't drive or anything like this. So I was going to do all the driving. And at the time, we lived in Winnipeg, and we were going to Chicago. And that is I don't know, 900-mile trip. And the part up to Chicago is not a problem, but Chicago's a totally different scene for me. Even though I did live in Chicago for a short time after we were married, I am not a seasoned freeway driver and any of that kind of thing. So I started the blog as we left. I took my iPad along and I was, blogging away, just to keep track of our journey. And it's pretty interesting because I wrote a really great poem once we actually got into Chicago. I had a major meltdown while we were driving in on the freeway. There was 6 lanes going one way and 6 lanes coming the other way. And we were on a toll road. And I don't know if you've ever been on one of these things, but oh my good grief. Anyway, the story goes, and this is crazy. When we lived down there, we were on toll roads before, but my husband always drove. I just sat there and I would hand him the change and he would throw it in as you went through. And the booths, they were always on the right-hand side. So you would come up 6 lanes, would go down to 2 or 3. You would know ahead of time where you had to be. So you would drive up, you'd throw your money in this catcher thing, and off you go. You never stopped or anything like that. So when we got close to the toll road. Of course, Gary couldn't help me at all because he couldn't see. So I was totally on my own. So we're driving 6 lanes into this area where the toll roads are going to start. And there's trucks everywhere. And I mean, we're not going 30 kilometers an hour. We're zipping along at 110 kilometers. And don't you know, as I pulled over to the very right lane because I was already, he had the money in his hand. He was going to throw it in for me. We're going to go, to the right side, like how it used to be. No, they changed it to the left side. So I had to cross from the very right-hand lane all the way across to the left-hand lane with all this traffic and 6 lanes I had to cross in a very big hurry. Well, that started my meltdown. And as we kept going, these toll roads, we had a long way to go on these things, and they were just, every time we had to go through one, I was freaking out. Then we hit construction between a toll road and another toll road, or between two tolls. We hit construction, and the highway went from 6 lanes down to 1. And there was all these big metal and wood things so that you couldn't drive off this 1 lane. And then all of a sudden, they had a toll right in the middle of the stupid thing. And I got through there, and there was a bunch of trucks around me, and they were like, we were in a van, and I felt like I was like a bug squished on the road. And I started to cry, and I said to Gary, I can't go on, I got to stop, I can't go on. And he's like, I don't think you should, I don't think you should. Well, we did get through there, but it was an experience that I really did not like at all. And then when we got to my brother-in-law's place, we realized that I had gone through a toll without paying, and this was really upsetting me. So we were telling my brother-in-law about this, and he said, don't worry about it. He said, you won't believe how many people probably go through there and don't pay. Well, I didn't want that. So I phoned up the Illinois toll system, and I got this lady, very kind lady. And when I told her that I was calling to report and give my address so that they could send me a bill or whatever it was, she laughed at me. She thought I was crazy. Here I thought I was doing something really great. But anyway, so that was the start of my blog. And then for the next 15 years, 16 years, however long I've been writing it, I don't know. I've just built on it, and it's been really good for me. And I know that there's so much stuff on there. So if you're interested in going onto the blog, please do so. I'm sure you'll be entertained. What else? So anyway, that's sort of the idea I'm having for Advent, and I just wanted to kind of tell you about it. And watch out for it'll start on November the, it starts out on a Sunday. November 29th will be the first video for the Advent calendar or Advent series, whatever I'm going to call it. I'm not quite sure. So I hope you're interested in that, and I hope you'll join me. So I haven't really been doing much since my last video. I've actually been a little bit underneath the weather. I think I have an ear infection because I've been kind of dizzy and goofy. I wasn't feeling great on the weekend, and I sort of had a bit of a stomach flu thing. I don't know. It's not COVID or anything like that. I know that. I haven't been anywhere to pick up COVID. We're in a tiny little town. I don't go except for my little job in the morning, but I'm the only one there. And I'm wearing a mask and gloves and everything else when I do my work. So, and I'm going to be letting go of that job pretty soon anyway, because, I did turn 65, and I am determined I am not going to work for anybody else but myself pretty soon. But I did have done a little bit of crafting, not a whole lot. I've been doing a little bit of crocheting, and I did make 2 little needle books, and I can show them to you. Here's one. This one I made for myself. I don't know if in one of my videos, I think my last podcast, I said that I was always losing my needles, and that is the truth. So I'm just opening up. So it has a little pocket at the front, and there's one at the back. And then it's very basic. There's just a pocket. Yeah, there's another little pocket here. And I just have, these are all my, I think those are my cross stitch needles. And then there's another pocket. This is actually a very old needle book. It was given to me by a friend of our family, and she was over 100 years old when she passed away, and this was hers. It's a tiny little needle book. I've never used the needles out of it. I find it very, I think of her when I see it, so I've just left it that way. So that's in there, and then I've got other needles. So I didn't do any pinking. Well, that's another whole story. You know, pinking the edge to make this look nice. It's just for me, so I really don't care. But, and then it's just got a little ribbon attachment just to close it. This material is just some scraps that I had and a little flower that I made with some lace behind it. It's just a ribbon flower. So I like it. I mean, I'm really quite happy with it. It's my first one that I've ever made, and I think I really want to make some more of these, because I know a lot of people who are quilters who keep saying, oh, I keep losing my needles, so they may be getting these for Christmas. The pinking thing. I bought a brand new pair of pinking shears. Okay, I didn't spend a lot of money. I got them from Walmart, but they were titanium, and I thought, oh, these got to be really good. Do you know they are the most useless? You can't cut anything with them, and I mean nothing. And I threw the packaging away, or I would have taken them back. So I have to find a good pair, and I'll probably go for Fiskars. My sewing scissors are all Fiskars, and I know they're much better, but where I live, I can't find them. I have to go into a bigger city to find something like that. Or maybe I can get them online. I should look. But if I continue to do these, I am going to get a pair of pinking shears just so that I can pretty up those things. And then I did another one. This one just has a button with a ribbon, and it just winds around. And it's basically the same idea. It has a pocket here for something. And then just felt wool. This one's a little different in the middle. I might dress this one up a little bit more. And then another thing with another little pocket, I think. Yeah, it's another little pocket. And another little pocket there. So I might give this one away, but I'm going to try and get some pinking shears before I do that, because I think it would just look a little bit nicer. And then you just wind the ribbon around the button for the closure. This lace I got at a dollar. No, I didn't get it at a dollar store. I got it at Value Village, just sort of like a charity shop. And there was a bag of laces. I always look for stuff like that at those kind of stores, and it's really pretty stuff. I really like it. I'm running out though. I'm pretty much finished all of it. There's just a little tiny bit left. So those are my 2 needle books that I made, and I have a few more cut out that I'm going to make just to give as gifts to people. And then I've been doing a little bit of crocheting. Right now I'm crocheting with some cotton. I'm making a little flat angel to go on a parcel. And I've made this little angel. She has to be starched though. It's just a tiny little angel. I'm going to put this on a gift. Instead of a bow, I like to put this kind of thing. I will be starching her up. And I'm going to do a video on that, because I've done, for years and years and years, I did Victorian crochet, this kind of thing. And I sold it. I sold so much of it in the 70s and the 80s. And I actually did a whole tree for somebody. All they had on was white crocheted pieces. And I have probably 50 different things I can crochet out of number 10 bedspread cotton. It's just a regular crochet cotton. This little angel's one. This angel comes in 4 sizes or 5 sizes. This is the smallest one. And so she'll be starched with her little wings out, and she'll have a little halo on top. And I don't like putting a lot of, I won't put glitter or anything on there like that. I just don't like the looks of that. You've made all this taken all this time to crochet this beautiful little piece, and then why are you going to guck it all up with a bunch of glitter and stuff? I will put a tiny little ribbon maybe at the front here, but that's it. And she'll have I might put a gold halo on her. And then there's some flat angels. These are nice in cards. These have to be starched out. And then I did a mouse. And this mouse, here's the mouse. Here's his body. And where did the other ear go? Here's his ears. And here's his tail. And this will be one of the things that I will show you how to make in the Advent series. And before that, I'll show you the mouse. You won't believe how adorable this little mouse is. So that's just a little teaser. Sorry. But that's about all I just wanted to say. I just wanted to tell you about the series coming up, and also, check out my blog. Like I say, there's lots and lots of stuff on there. There's recipes, stories, pictures. One of my books is on there. There's poems. There's all kinds of things. So that's Erndale's N, the letter N, more, at blogspot.com. That's where it is, but I will put it in the description below. The other thing, there's one more thing I want to say. I must apologize for the quality of my videos. I don't have a proper video camera, which I'm hoping to purchase one very soon, because I'm very frustrated with what I'm using. Right now I'm using my iPhone, but I have used my SLR, which is it's a great SLR for photography, but it is not great for video. So and the other problem that I have is I can't edit my videos. So what I take is what I have to put up. My computer is an old Mac, and unfortunately, these computer companies now, they will not keep the old systems on their computers. Like, for instance, my Mac is not up to date on the newest operating system. So I can't put iMovie on, because they don't keep the older versions online. They just go with the new stuff, and the old stuff goes away, which I think is kind of unfair. Not everybody is in the position to go out and buy a brand new computer once they can no longer update their computers. There is nothing wrong with my computer, except that I can't run any new versions on it. And it frustrates me, because I love my computer, and for my photography and writing and stuff, it's perfect. But as far as for anything like this, it's not perfect. So until I get a new computer, and I can't see that happening anytime soon, I can't edit. So I do apologize for the unprofessional look of some of my videos. It is what it is. But hopefully I can get a camera, and I don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get around editing. If anybody you know of an older program that will work on older operating systems, I would really appreciate a heads up on that, because I've looked and I can't find anything that's compatible with my computer. Because I really would like to, put a nice opening on, maybe some music once in a while, be able to type some words across here, kind of stuff I'm talking about. So that's all I'm going to have to say today. I think I'm going to go sit over behind me on my chair and take my ball of crochet cotton and whip up a few more things, and forget about the snow outside and just have a quiet day inside. So I hope I haven't rambled on. Oh my gosh, this was going to be a short video, and it's so not. I'm going to shut up now and turn this off. So you all take care, and I will be back with another podcast, maybe. Or maybe I think I might just stick to PLOGs. How about that? I've started something new. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now.